Shalom. Call Halon Yamla Yahawah Bahasham Yahweh Shai, which is all praises to the true name of the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, Nathan Mashanakabah Laha Zakwamyam, which is double honors to the elders of Israel, which is the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom Wahabla Bakiyar Shal Yasharala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Alright, so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're coming back at y'all again with what we like to call a Sunday sit down. You know, it's February 26th, and we just been really meditating, you know, on what we getting ready to go through, you know, and meditating on what Yahawah Shai went through, meditating on what his men, the disciples and the apostles go through, and we gotta be preparing ourselves for those same similar scenarios, man. You know, Yahawah Shai, when he came on this earth, he knew what he was about to go through, man. That's why you think he was drinking wine all the time? He knew when he came on this earth that he was coming here to suffer, man. Why you think we here? We here to suffer, man. We fucking all the way in the western hemisphere. We not fucking from this side of the world, man. We from Israel. We all the way over here in the western hemisphere. Why? Because we came here to be punished, man. We came here to suffer, man. You know? Why? Because through suffering we are made perfect, you know? So that's what we have to prepare our minds for. And whatever you're going through right now, it's nothing compared to what's coming, man. Because a time that's never been before is coming to this earth, man. And we gonna have to be tried in those times, man. That's why it says in Zechariah 13:8, the third shall be tried like gold, man. Meaning that fire is gonna be put on us too, but we gonna have to keep that faith, man. That faith is what's gonna get us through. That faith is what's gonna get us delivered out of these situations, man. You know, and you gotta have strength too, man. You gotta have heart. Just because you get in a situation and don't go how you want, don't mean you just give up and quit, man. You know, but anyways, we're gonna hop right into the scriptures. Go ahead.
All right, precept. This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning."
Right. So whatsoever things which was written aforetime was written for our learning. So that's why it's so important to constantly be in these scriptures, man. Nothing at this time. At this time of your life, man, nothing is more important than these holy scriptures, man. Because this is what's going to get you through. Isaiah 33:6 says what? It says wisdom, is that Isaiah 33:6? Wisdom and knowledge, God, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. The wisdom of what? These scriptures. This is what's going to keep you stable when fucking famine is breaking out loose, man. When niggas is dying on your left-handed side. Thousands of niggas dying on your left-hand side, man. 10,000s of niggas dying on your right-handed side. This is what's gonna keep you stable, man. The thing that was written aforetime was written for your learning, man. Not for you just a book to read, man. For your entertainment, man. For you to apply it to your life, man, and prepare yourself for the times that to come. For the times that's to come, man. The book of Job, that's written for your learning, man. If you got an ailment placed upon your body, man, read the book of Job, man. Look what he had to go through. You know, your ailment couldn't be worse than that, man. Your ailment could be worse than that. And look at his latter end. Why he was increased at his latter end? Why? Because he stayed faithful, man. And ultimately, who's our ultimate example? Yahawah Shai. That's our exalted. Go ahead and get that Bob Kushan and Peters, unless you got more on that.
Okay, yeah. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope."
Right, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, we might have hope, man. That's why the scriptures say, search the scriptures, and for in them you think you have eternal life, man. This is the only thing that's keeping us going, man. Me personally, this is the only thing that keeps me going day to day. This is the only comfort I got, man. Everything else that's going on around me is bullshit, and I hate it, man. Having to throw your woman a bone and shit every now and then. Right now, I'm in the spirit of war. I don't want to fucking take you nowhere, man. I want to stay in the zone. I want to get prepared for the times to come, so that when all hell breaks out loose, I'm unmovable like a rock, man, like a great millstone, man. You know, go ahead.
God, that's it on that one.
All right, go ahead and get that 1 Peter 2 and 19.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 19. It says, "For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahawah endure grief, suffering wrongfully."
Yeah, man. You might have to suffer things wrongfully, man. You know, but hey, look at Yahawah Shai. He was on this earth healing. He was on this earth healing people and teaching people, and they wanted to kill him, man. But like it says in Isaiah 53, that he held his peace. Go ahead.
Come, this is Isaiah 53, and I'll start at verse 3. It says, He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, man. Now, the scriptures say the servant is not greater than his master. You know, the servant is not greater, Shalakia, than his Lord, man. So we going to have to be in that same mindset, man. If you want to receive inheritance with Yahawah, if you saying that you the body of Yahawah, then you got to gird yourself up with that same mindset, man. With sorrows and with grief, man. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. And it's just, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. And hey, really it hasn't even gotten physical yet, man. You really ain't been fully tested, man. Now we've all had, because the scriptures say when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, man. Now I'm not disregarding anything that any brothers went through, man. We've all been through stuff, but those are the things that's just getting prepared for the big test, man. You know, those are just study guides. Those are just little worksheets, you know, to get you ready for the ultimate test, man, the finals, you know, which is what we coming into. And like the brother was saying in the Dallas sit down, man, we in the fourth quarter, man. It ain't time to be making no mistakes, man. It ain't time to be turning the ball over, man.
Interceptions.
Yeah, interceptions and stuff, man. You know, it's time to be being a team player, man. If you ain't got the open shot, pass it to your brother, man. Pass it to your teammate. Let him take the shot, because it's not about you. When Yahawah came on this earth, it wasn't about him. You know, Baba Kushai, could you get John chapter 6 and 38?
Con. This is St. John.
Con.
Chapter 6 and verse 38. And it reads, For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will.
It wasn't about him, man. Yahawah didn't come down from heaven to do his own will, to do what he wanted to do, man. He didn't come down from heaven to go out and party all the time. He didn't come down from heaven just to fuck as many bitches as he can fuck, man. He came down to, from heaven to do what?
It says, For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me.
But the will of him that sent me, which is Yahawah, man. And that's the same mindset we gotta have. We gotta be here to do the will of him that sent us, Yahawah, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawah, man. That's what we here for. We not here for no other reason, man. Of course, we still in this flesh, and we still gotta do them human things, man. We still gotta do them human things. But ultimately, we gotta stay in the spirit, man.
Well, Yahawah did, man. He was a carpenter. He had a so-called career, job or whatever, man. But that was still a part of his burden and an example for us, man. Because brothers got jobs and everything like that. But as Yahawah, even though he had a job, even though he had different things, you know, that he had to deal with, we're coming in that same lot.
He had a family, you know.
Yeah.
He had a family and all that. But all that was put on the back burner for what? To do the will of him that sent him, man. So that's the same thing. We not here for our own desire, man. Ecclesiastes says you here to put on this earth. The conclusion of the whole matter is to keep the commandments, man. And the commandments is written throughout all these scriptures, the precepts, man. You know, you got more on that?
Yeah. Isaiah 53 and 3, it says, He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows.
And we gonna be going through the same thing, man. So you gotta prepare yourself for that, man. The scriptures talk about talking about counting the cost, man.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this is going into, man. Putting on as the elect, and the elect is gonna be going through hell, man. For the name of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah, suffering wrongfully for the name of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah. Baba Kushai hold that and get Matthews 10 and 22.
Okay. This is Matthews chapter 10 and verse 22. It says, And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Right, so the elect, man, is going to be hated from all men. Read that again, Baba Kushai.
It says, And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Right, so ye shall be hated of all men for the Lord's name's sake, for the name of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah, man. And you see that starting to turn up, man. You see that turning up. You see these demons getting real pissed off, man. Especially the ones that's the main ones that's going against the name, them niggas in IUIC, man. You see them beginning to show their hatred, man. The hatred that they have for the men of the Lord, man. The hatred that they have for the men that's coming in the name of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah, and not only coming in the name, but coming in the spirit of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah, man. Which is what? The spirit of prophecy. All we doing is teaching the name, teaching the scriptures in its entirety, man, and bringing them prophecies out, man. We trying to shut fucking America down. We trying to shut this down through the spirit and power of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah, and niggas hate us, man. You calling yourself an Israelite? We the one bringing the kingdom in. You know, of course it's Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, but through the works, because he's using his men, man. He's using his men to bring this place down through what? Bringing the truth out, man. You know, and niggas hate us for that, man. Starting with the apostles and the elders on down. Why? Because we in the spirit of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and we coming in that name. But go ahead.
It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
But he that endureth unto the end shall be saved, man. And if you got that word endure, you know.
Yeah, Khan. And that word endure, looking it up on the etymology, online, it says to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking.
Right, so whoso suffers until the end without breaking shall be saved, man. Go ahead.
Also to continue in existence.
Yeah, to continue in existence, continue in this faith, continue fighting this good fight of faith until the end. That's how you're going to be saved. Go ahead.
And it says, make hard, harden, bear, tolerate.
Right, so all the situations that we going through is to make us tougher, man, to strengthen us, man, to give us that kazakium. All right, go ahead.
Keep up, maintain, and then it says make hard, and then in Latin, harden the heart against, be firm, solid, and steadfast.
Right, so we're going to be going through tribulations to what? To make us tougher, man, to make us firm, to prove us, man, to make us purified like gold. You know, you can go ahead and hop back into Isaiah.
Come. This is Isaiah chapter 53 and reading verse 3. It says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows.
Right, so if our Lord was the despised and rejected of all men, and it was a man of sorrows, how much more his body, man? How much more his servants under him? Go ahead.
And acquainted with grief, and we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs, and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken.
Right, he carried our griefs and carried our sorrows also, man. You know, and that's what we got to do. The scriptures say, bear your brother's burdens, man. Because we not, like you said, man, we not here for ourselves. Bible Kusha, again, get Matthew 2:22 and 36, man.
This is Matthew chapter 22 and verse 36. It says, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
Read on.
Verse 37, Yahawah said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart.
Right, so this is the most important thing. To what? Love Yahawah with all your heart. Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi with all your heart, man. With everything you got. In Ecclesiastes it says, anything you put your hand to, give your might, man. And that's talking about this truth. It's not talking about when you in this world, man. Anything in this world, fuck this world, man. This world gets mediocre jobs from us, man. But Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, they get everything that we got. They get our best product, man. You know, that's what he's looking for. He's looking for you to present your body a living sacrifice, man. Not just your arm. Don't just give him your arm, man. He wants all of you or none of you, man. He said, I'd rather you be cold or hot instead of lukewarm, man. Go ahead.
Quick precept. This is 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of Yahawah, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not grievous. So when it says above all, love the Lord, it's talking about keeping his commandments, doing what he tells you to do, man. You know, because obedience is better than sacrifice. You know, so that's what he wants. Ultimately, he wants obedience. When I tell you to go out on the highways and byways, that's you showing. That's how you show me you love me. And a perfect example of that is when Yahawah told Peter, if you love me, talking to Peter, he said, if you love me, go feed my sheep, man. Go feed my flock, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt. This is back in St. Matthew's 22 and 37. Yahawah said unto him, thou shalt love thy Lord Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
With everything you got, man. Keep going.
This is the first and great commandment.
Yep, so that's first and foremost. Read on.
And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So the second is like unto it. It's loving your neighbor is also loving it, showing love to Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, man. Why? Perfect example is that case in point is when Yahawah said, ye have clothed me, you have fed me, you have sheltered me. And the men was like, what? When did I ever do that? When did I clothe you? When did I shelter you? When did I feed you? He said, well, if you done it to one of these, to one of the little ones, man, you have done it to me. So that's why I said this second one is like unto the first one. Because if you loving the brother next to you, man, you showing love to Yahawah. If your brother is in need, the brother next to you is in need, man, and you give him what he needs, that's like you doing it for Yahawah, man. You know, these are all characteristics that Yahawah Shai was doing and that the elect was doing when they was on this earth, man. Giving up everything that they can for Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai first and foremost, and also the elect brethren, man, the Akim. Alright, go ahead.
I got a quick one real quick. This is Matthew 13:50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Right, that's the family of the Lord, man. Whoever's doing the will of Abanawa Yahawah.
Yeah, because it says that all Israel is not of Israel, man. Yep. So that love that you're going to have is going to be towards your brethren that's pushing out this word, man. Diligent in this truth, man. Yep. That doesn't apply to a wicked-ass nigga out here in these streets, man. You know? Now, we're circumspect and we understand how to deal within this world, but they don't get this brotherly love, man. Just like Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, Yahweh Shai is not giving them that love, man. He's going to return unto them a great destruction. But to the brotherhood, to those that are pushing his word, to his elect men, they're going to receive salvation, man. So just to clarify that.
Yeah, and when it says charity covers a multitude of sin, man, it's not talking about you getting $100 and donating it to the Boys and Girls Club charity or some shit, man. It's talking about agape, man. The Greek word for charity is agape, which means what? Brotherly love, man. And the brothers that are brothers is the ones that's doing this work, man. That's pushing this word, man. Doing the will of Abanawa Yahawah, man. You know? Go ahead on that.
Come, Matthew 22 and verse Salakia.
36, 37. 38.
Yeah, 38. Again, it says, this is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Right, so if you're doing those things, man, you fulfilling the whole law. Because what? If I love my brother, I'm not going to allow him to commit adultery, man. Ah, brother, you going off. You know what happens if you do that, man. You know, that's showing love, man. Making sure he's doing what he's supposed to do. Why? Because that's how we get the fuck up out this place, man. Brother, you know we got to go on the line tomorrow, man. Don't be setting up, don't be putting any other plans before that, man. You know, that's showing brotherly love, man. And amongst other things, amongst just, hey, your brother is in need, man. Give him what, and you got it. Give it to him, man. Yeah. You know? Or even if you don't got it sometimes, man, throw it to him. Hey, if it's the last slice, man, split it in half, man. You know, that's what we are here for. We not here to satisfy ourselves. We here to we here to for the body of you, first and foremost for Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to do their will and for their body, man. Which is what the elect brethren that's out there pushing this word. Go ahead back on that Isaiah.
Okay, come. This is Isaiah chapter 53, and I'll read verse 3 again. It says, surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahawah, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities.
Right, so Yahawah Shai, he was up on that cross, man, getting pierced for us, man. How do you repay someone for that? For doing the same thing for them? You got more on that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let that come out, and then
okay,
we just.
It says, the chastisement, I'm going to read again, but he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, the chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
Yeah, with his stripes we are healed, man. That's how we are healed. He showed, Yahawah Shai showed the greatest form of love, man. You know, he showed the greatest form of love, which I'm going to get that. This is John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So Yahawah Shai showed the greatest form of love. That means he really loves us, man. The highest form that you can ever get, man. The love that the type of King David and Jonathan type of love, man. A love that surpasses a woman, you know. The love that you have for your own woman, you know. Because I mean, and that's not, you know, some motherfuckers, some simple fucking motherfuckers that believe that they're fucking Egyptian, they'll say that's faggot shit, man, when not knowing that they're Egyptian gods, they're all fucking homosexuals, man. But when it says that their love surpassed the woman, it's because, hey, you can't break the bond from two brothers, man. These bitches, man, they come and go, man. And plus a woman, her love can never match the love that you have for her, man. You know, her love, cause she's vanity, man. She cares more about her appearance and more about her fucking hair, cause that's her glory than she cares about you, man. But if you had something,
No, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say how the man's glory is the woman, and the woman's glory is her hair. So naturally, she's gonna be vanity, man.
yeah, yeah, and also, man, as far as this truth is concerned, man, a woman, her mindset isn't the same mindset as you, man. Her mindset isn't on the same mindset as you. Ultimately, as getting up out this place, man, at all costs, man, no matter what it takes. That's our mindset, man. And if someone has the same exact mindset as me, automatically they're gonna be. I'm gonna hold them near and dear, man, because we have the same spirit within us, man. We going through the same shit. We going through the same sorrows that Yahawah Shai went through, man. That same grief, we all bearing it together, man, and going through and pushing through it together, man. We going to war together out on them highways and byways, man. You know, so ultimately that brings us closer, man. You know,
and then even so
no, go ahead. That was it.
I was gonna say because in the brotherhood, man, you have faith that brother, he's going by the same ordinances that you're going by, right? So we all believe in these scriptures, man. This is what we're gonna go wholeheartedly for. When you come into this truth, man, you're making a oath that you're gonna push to the end, man. You know, and with that being said, your brother next to you, if you know he's doing that, man, you know that he's gonna follow this word. He's gonna be faithful unto you, man, because he knows that how he treats you is taken into account by Yahawah Shai, man. So we both have faith. We have an understanding that look, we're gonna treat each other the right way, man. It ain't like in the world where it's a nigga where you gotta worry about him scheming on you or something like that, man. Even in playing ball, man. You know, playing ball, you have teammates and everything like that, but you don't. They might not have integrity, man.
Because on the team you got someone that just wants to win as a team. Then you got someone that's there for his stats, man.
Yeah.
You got someone that's there for his own vainglory, man. Yeah. You got someone that's there trying to play for his own fucking self, man. Trying to get a triple-double. He don't care if we win or lose. He just want a fucking triple-double, man. And then you got them teammates that shit. I don't care if I score any points, man. If I'd rather get 10 assists and win the game than get 30 points and lose the game, man. You know?
And then in this truth, man, it's accounted, man. If you're selfish, if you're that type of person, man, and you get kicked out the squad, man. You know, this ain't like no regular team, man. When you get kicked out the squad, man, you go into destruction, to death, man. Yeah. To a grievous death, man. Because you were in the brotherhood and you were being a nigga, man. You know? So the same thing, man. And in this truth, man, this is serious, man. But we all understand that, look, hey, we're going to do everything that we can in our power to help each other to get to that mark, man.
Yeah, because in Matthew, the 22nd chapter, it says the greatest commandment is loving Yahawah. While Yahawah Shai, man, with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, man. The second one is love your brother, man, with like yourself. You know, so that means you come last, man. You know, you come in last in that, man. You third, man. Yeah. You know, first and foremost, it's the team. You know, first and foremost, you trying to get that your coach, man, that W, man. Then you playing for you trying to pick for your point guard, man. You know, the brothers on your team. You know. Or in football, you trying to block for your quarterback, man. Make sure he's not getting hit, man. You know, no matter if it's the biggest dude on the other side of the team, and you might fucking don't want to go up against him, or you might get hurt trying to block him, but you gonna protect your quarterback, man. Because if that quarterback gets hit while he has the ball, then the whole play goes down, man. So you got to present. Well, Baba Kushai, go ahead and get that Romans. You got to present your body a living sacrifice, man. You know, it's not about you. First and foremost, it's about Yahawah B'Shem Yahawah Shai, and then it's about your brethren, man. And then that's when you come, man. You know, it says, serve the Lord with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, be by the mercies of Yahawah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Yeah, present your body a living sacrifice, man. We putting our lives on the line for this, man. Why? Because that's the greatest form of love. Yahawah Shai did it for us, so in order to show that we appreciate it and show that we appreciate what he did for us, is for us to do the same thing for him, man. Deny ourselves. He said, if you can't be a disciple of me if you can't deny yourself and bear your cross, man. Bear your afflictions. Bear that sorrow that you have to go through, man. You know, you're not fit unless you doing that. But the elect, they on this earth doing that stuff, man. They on this earth not giving a fuck about this world, not giving a fuck about what they could have done, you know, what they could be in this world. They just worried about pleasing Yahawah B'Shem Yahawah Shai, man. We just worried about, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, man. We just worried about doing that, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahawah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahawah, which is your reasonable service.
It's our reasonable service, man. You know, that's rational. It's our reasonable service. We supposed to be doing this, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Like the brothers were going into in the sit down in Dallas, man. Hey, we're in debt. You know, we're in debt unto Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man. He's given us the opportunity to bestow the great grace and mercy upon us to somewhat pay that back, man. Here it is. He cut us a deal. You know, he cut us a deal. He was like, all right, check this out. If you believe on me, and if you during this truth into the end, man, I'll bring you up in that chariot, and I'll give you that new mind. So that
heart's desires.
Yeah, your heart's desires, man, everything. If you believe on me and endure to the end, man, which consists of loving your neighbor and loving him, man. You know, ultimately, so he cut us a good deal. These rest of these niggas up out of here, man, they didn't get that deal, man. He didn't open their minds to receive this truth. He gave them over to them demons, allowing them to continue in rebellion, man. So with that being said, we're in debt unto him, man. That's why I said it's our reasonable service, man. Because look, here it is. We have the opportunity to show him that love back, man. And then even then, it's short. It's short of what we could truly, what we would have to truly pay him back, man. So he's like, all right, man, just do this quick task for me, man, and
call it even.
And we'll call it even, man. Hey, I'll forget all your iniquities, man. Psalm 32:1. Yeah. He'll blot out your iniquities, your sins, forget all that wicked stuff that you was doing, man. And we'll shake up. We'll be cool, man. And I'll be happy with you, man. You know. Hey, that's love, man. You know, clear up that debt for us.
Con. Go ahead and hop back in that Peters. I don't think we finished.
Okay, con. This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and 20. And it reads, for what glory is it when ye be buffeted? Oh, I'm going to start verse 19.
Con.
It says, for this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahawah endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
You got to endure that grief, man. Go ahead.
For what glory is it, if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when you do well, and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahawah.
Right, this is acceptable, man. Hey, because what? We deserve the shit, man. You know? Everything that you're going through right now, you deserve it, man. You know? But there's more, a little bit more on that.
Okay, con. And it reads, Salakia. And it reads verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us.
Right, he suffered for us, man. So he called us into this truth and see what. Let's see what you gonna do with it. You know. Go ahead.
Leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
Right, he left us an example to follow his steps, man. Bible Kushah get that Romans 13 and 12. He gave us example to follow his steps. So what? What was his steps? What did it say in John 6 and 38, man? That he came not to do his own will. He didn't come from heaven to do his own will, but the will of Abba Yahawah, man. What did it say in Matthew 22, man? That he was putting the greatest commandments is what? To love Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai above everything and love your brother, man. What did it say in John 15 and 13? The greatest love is to lay down your life for your friends, man. So those are the examples, man. The things that are written aforetime was written for our learning, man. And the ultimate example was Yahawah Shai. So really, when you read, examine what he was doing. Examine what was his mindset, man. Examine why did he do this? Why did he do that, man? And ultimately, every answer that you're going to come down to is because what? To do the will of Abba Yahawah and to lay his life down for his brethren, man. To present his body a living sacrifice.
Yeah, just a quick point, man, and as you're reading the things that the accounts of Yahawah Shai in the scriptures, man, remember every last thing that he went through, man. Be ready to go through the same things, man, because as we just read, man, it's for an example for us to walk in those same steps, man. So that's what we have to be keeping in mind, man. Okay, if I'm in this truth, man, if I'm serious about Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, I have to accept whatever is placed in front of me, man. Whatever it is, because what? We're a sacrifice for Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. We're in debt into him, man. Whatever he allows to happen unto us, man, we just got to take it, man. We just got to take it, just like Yahawah Shai had to take it, man. Whatever Yahawah allowed the Jews to do to him, man, allowed him to go up on the cross, man. He allowed him to persecute his only begotten son, man. Yeah. You know? And we have to come, how much more us, man? So we're gonna have to endure. You know, that's the point, man. This is about enduring into the end. He that endure into the end, the same shall be saved, man.
And in the book of Sirach, it says, don't make haste in a time of trouble, man. So don't be so quick to run from affliction, man. Just take that shit. Endure. That's what's going to make you tough. That's what's going to make you hard, man. That's what's going to make you unmovable and unbreakable, man. I believe Bruce Lee said, don't pray for a easy life, but pray for the strength to endure a hard life, man.
Yeah.
So that's what you should be praying for, man. The strength. So when the time of trouble comes, man, you have that strength. You have that. You have the strength and the faith to get through whatever you got to get through, man. Just like Yahawah did, just like Job did, man. Just like Paul did, just like Peter did, just like all our ancient forefathers, man. These should be your These are our examples, man. Not no motherfucking Lil Wayne, not no Soldier Boy, not no fucking Young Thug, man. Those are dead niggas walking, man. Our examples lie within these scriptures, man. Starting with Yahawah. All right.
This is Romans chapter. You want it 14?
13 and 12.
Okay, Salakia. This is Romans 13 and 12. It says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness."
Right, the coming of the Lord is at hand, man. So what manner of conversation shall you be in, man? Let us cast off the works of darkness, man. And the works of darkness is everything that this world promotes, man. Everything that this flesh has to offer. Let's put that shit off, man. Let's do away with that shit and be more focused in the spirit, man. You know? Because what did Yahawah do when he came on this earth? He came to conquer his flesh, man. So what? That's our main example, to conquer this flesh. That's the main spirit we should be in. You know? Go ahead, read that part again, Bible.
It says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand."
The day is at hand. The day of the Lord is at hand, man. Salvation right around the corner. Hey, that song that Nas has, man. If heaven was a mile away, would you pack up your bags and leave this world behind, man? Heaven is literally right around the corner, man. Salvation is literally right around the corner. We almost there. Why do we know it's right around the corner? Do the prophecies come to pass? The signs, man. So what? If you knew that, would you pack up your bags, man, and leave everything behind, put everything in your rear view to get to go to the gates of heaven, man, to make it on them chariots, man, to please Yahawah? You know, literally think if heaven was fucking in the next state, man, would you fucking leave everything that's here and go there, man, and just say fuck everything, drop everything and just leave there, man? You know, that's the same spirit that you gotta be in. But
I was just gonna say, man, because and not only that, man, if it's a mile away, you gotta realize, hey, that door is closing to get to heaven, man. So it ain't like it's just gonna be there sitting around for you for, oh yeah, I'm gonna chill out here and then I'm gonna go over there or whatever, man. It doesn't work like that, man. We have a short, very minute time to repent, to clean up our ways,
put on as the elect.
To put on as the elect, man.
To be doing what exactly? To be in that spirit of elect, man. To be in that spirit of whatever happens to me, I'm ready, man. Because it's easy to say it right now, man. But clearly we not ready because what? We not out of here yet, man. He's still giving us time to build ourselves up, man. That grace period. He's still giving us that time, that grace period, so that when shit does pop off, we fully ready, man. You know? But go ahead on that.
Con, it says Romans 13 and 12. "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light."
Yeah, put on the armor of light, man. Why would you need to put armor on if you just about to sit around, man? We about to go to war. That's why we need that armor of light, man. The armor of Yahawah, man. Like it says in Ephesians.
Yeah, and that war is everything, man. It's being able not to react carnally when these niggas are talking shit about you, man. You know, calling your wife and trying to get her to bug out, man. You know, not taking vengeance upon on your own, man. Because the scriptures tell us to wait upon the Lord, and he shall fight for us. He shall fight for us, man.
Did Yahawah take vengeance on his own? He said, "I have the power to call down a legion of angels, man." Yeah. But what? He can't even do the will of Yahawah, man. That would be going off if he did that.
Yeah, he had to bite his tongue, man, to everything. He had to receive taking those L's, man. L after L after L after L, and then have faith that Yahawah was gonna eventually allow him to recompense that vengeance, man. So the same with us, we coming in that same stead. All right, yeah, this nigga, I'm gonna suffer wrongfully. You know, I'm going to know that I'm going to be right in some cases, and sometimes you ain't going to be right. But you know, if you pushing this word, these other niggas that come up against you, man, these niggas out in the world, man, hey, you going to know that you're doing the will of Yahawah, and they going to still talk shit They gonna still try and persecute you. They gonna still call the cops on you. They gonna still try and get you caught up in the FEMA camp, man.
Demonize you.
Suffer all that and not take vengeance on your own, man.
Patient, man.
Hey, that's
Salakia.
No, go ahead.
What the scriptures say, in your patience possess ye your souls, man. You know?
Integrity, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Continue to keep your integrity in your faith. That's having faith, man. Keeping integrity in these scriptures. Now, I'm gonna just do what the Lord said. I'm gonna wait upon Him, man.
Yeah, and then a simple definition for integrity, man, is doing what's right when no one's looking, man.
Yeah.
You know, so when you over there by yourself, man, or when none of the Akim is around, man, you supposed to be doing what's right. Why? Because Yahawah is always watching you, man. That's the omnipotent power, man. He exists, man, the existing one. He sees everything that you're doing, man. So you gotta have integrity. When you out there by yourself in the fucking martial law camp and they present you with the chip, man, just cause your Akim in there, you gotta have that integrity, man. Do what's right. Just cause ain't no one around, you gotta do what's right. And what? Say fuck you to Esau, man. Fuck you, you damn devil. I'd rather die than serve you, man. I'd rather die than take this chip, man. Why? Just like how the Maccabee brothers went out, man. And tell him, man. Break it down to him, man. Break it down to him, man. I'd rather die than take that chip because I know that if I die for Yahawah, he's going to raise me back up and I get recompense on you, fucking devil. You know? You got to go out like a man. Like the even the Maccabees woman. She said she had the belly of a man, you know, meaning she had balls, man. A woman, she had integrity, she had heart, man. Eleazar, he was in his old age. He said I'd rather die manfully, man, than eat this fucking pork, man. That's the same way you gotta go out. You gotta go out like a man. Don't go out like no bitch, man. Oh yeah, just give me the chip, cause you're gonna die regardless, man. Cause if you take that chip, them motherfucking missiles, you got a missile with your name on it, man. So you might as well go out tough, go out with some integrity, man. Go out with some faith, just like how Yahawah went out, man. Just like how Stephen went out, man, cussing them niggas out, cussing them wicked niggas out, man. Just like how all our forefathers went out, man. Go out like them. That's how you supposed to go out. Cause what? The things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, you know. But go ahead.
Khan, it says Romans 13:13. It says, "Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness."
Let's be sober-minded, man. Not in rioting and drunkenness, man. Because rioting and drunkenness, that's what the world promotes, man. Live fast, die young. YOLO type of spirit, man. You know? But go ahead.
Not in chambering and wantonness.
Wantonness and because wanton means undisciplined, man. Right now, we got to be disciplined. More than ever, we got to be disciplined, man. We got to be fucking mortifying our members every damn day, man. Every fucking second. Hey, it says that your heart is deceitful above all things, man. This flesh is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, man.
Desperately.
So that's what the fight comes down to, man. Fighting against this flesh, man. Being disciplined. Because this world promotes undiscipline. You know, it promotes wantonness, man. So we got to put that stuff off. Because putting that shit off is putting on the elect. You know? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, because if you go back to the garden, man. When Eve went off, you know, and then Adam started following those same things of the other wicked philosophies, you know. Hey man, he ended up being undisciplined, man. So right now, through all of this that we're going through, we're learning how to be disciplined to Yahawah, and then ultimately he's gonna give us that discipline. They fought for it, you know. They see what happens if you aren't disciplined. Now, man, now we want that discipline so bad, man. We sighing and crying, man. Praying that the Lord delivers us from that body, man. From this wicked ass body, you know. We're yearning and fighting to be disciplined, man. So then he's like, okay, all right, I see they really want this, man. They really want to please me. They really want to do what I say, follow my commandments. All right, you know what, the reward, I'm going to put it in them, man. So they don't have to go off no more, man. So they don't have to die, man. So sin doesn't reign in them, man. Mm-hmm. You know, because that's what we want, man. Ultimately, man, hey, yeah, we're going to get the women, you know. Yeah, we're going to have the riches, man. But knowing the fact that you ain't going to ever go off, knowing the fact that no matter what you do, Yahawah is going to be pleased upon with what you do, man, and not be upset with you, man. You know, that's the treasure.
Yeah, especially when you know all the wrong shit that you did, man.
Yeah.
You know all the wrong shit that you did, and then just like the brother was saying, man, that's really what we want, man. Get all that shit blotted out, man. Get all that shit, have mercy, obtain mercy from the Lord for all that fucked up shit that we have done in this lifetime, the lifetime before that, man. all these other fucking lifetimes, man. That's really what we want, man. That's why the scriptures say in Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you, man. Seek ye first salvation. Seek ye first the mercy of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, man. Seek ye first the love of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, and he'll give you everything else you want, man. But our main priority needs to be what? The kingdom. Yahawah Shem Yahushai, and the mercy and the reward that he's going to get if what? You diligently seek him, man. If you put off that old man and put on the new man. If you leave this world, pack up your bags and leave this world behind, and what? Seek him only, man. You know? But go ahead.
Romans 13:14. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Right. All right. So, hey, make more provision for the flesh, man, to fulfill the lust thereof, man. You got to kill your flesh, mortify your members every day. I'm gonna get this real fast. Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. Put on therefore as the elect of Yahawah, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering. So this is the scriptures say put on therefore as the elect, man, meaning do what the elect will be doing, man. And if you endure unto the end, that'll make you the elect. Now, what is characteristics of the elect? I'm going to read it again. It's Colossians 3:12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahawah, holy, meaning separate and beloved, bowels of mercy, being merciful like how Yahawah Shem Yahushai was merciful unto us, man. Kindness, humbleness of mind, man. Don't be proud, man. Be low in spirit, lowly in spirit, because the meek shall inherit the earth, man. The one that humble himself shall be exalted, man, and the one that exalts himself shall be abased, man. Meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahushua Mashiach forgave you, also do ye. Verse 14, and above all these things put on charity. That word charity goes back to the Greek word agape, which means what? Brotherly love. So put on that charity, put on that brotherly love, which is the bond of perfectness. Verse 15, and let the peace of Yahawah rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Alright, so that's all I had on that.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that scripture, 1 Peter 4:8. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. So yeah, man, this is what's going to cover your sins, man. How you treat your brother, you know, that's going to cover a multitude of your sins, man, as well as going out and doing this work, man, bidding them to the marriage, man. You know, converting one unto righteousness, back to the past, to Yahawah Shem Yahushai. Those two things are what covers your sins, man. That's why he said those are the two great laws, man. Loving your neighbor as yourself and loving Yahawah Shem Yahushai as yourself, man. That's going to cover your sins, man.
Yeah, because the way you treat your brother is the way you would treat Yahushai, man. Yeah. He said, how can you love me, roughly paraphrasing, how can you love me, whom you have not seen, if you don't even love the brother who you see every day, man? You know? Did you have more?
No, that's it.
Alright, Khan. So through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, man, Lord willing, this was edifying. Call Allah Yamla Yahawah Shem Yahushai, which is all praises to the true name of the Heavenly Father, being Yahawah, His true, holy, powerful, and righteous name, man. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, you know, which is His true, holy, powerful, and mighty name, man. Nathan Mashanah Kabad La Haza Kwamyum Shah Yasharala, which is double honors to the elders of Israel, which is the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom Wahab La Bakiyar Shah Yasharala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. Shalom Akiyam.
Shalom.